So, testosterone and discipline. This is a very interesting topic because it's one of those topics that is a foundation for your life and will help you no matter what you do. Even things like I always talk about, fitness, losing weight, growing a business, growing your career. That's the obvious stuff. Discipline will even help you with things like meeting the right woman or having a good family or passing it on to your kids so the kids end up not being completely and utterly messed up, which is a little bit of an achievement in today's society where they're brainwashed to mutilate themselves and pretend that they're the opposite gender and all sorts of craziness. Discipline helps you with whatever your goal is. And testosterone goes hand in hand with discipline, but the question is, why? And for those of you who are questioning, does testosterone equal discipline? Well, yeah, really, I think you guys already know the answer. I mean, I have never met someone, a male, who is low testosterone and is disciplined. I've never seen that ever in the real world. All the disciplined dudes are high testosterone to some degree. It's not the only factor, but if you've got 250 tests, you will not be a disciplined person. And it's because of the dopamine wiring in the brain. I've kind of alluded to this in previous videos. But it's similar to being either hungover or massively deprived of sleep. So if you had 4 hours, or jet lagged or something, nice mixture of the two. If the previous night you only had 4 hours sleep, and so you're knackered, everyone knows how this feels, right? Your cravings go up, your hunger goes up, your willpower goes down, your desire to do difficult tasks goes down, your endurance goes down. I think there's a saying, everyone's a coward when they're tired. Fatigue makes everyone a coward, and it's true. We are all weaker versions of ourselves when we've had 3 hours sleep the night before. It's the same thing with testosterone. If you've got 300 testosterone right now, I guarantee your willpower would be higher, your cravings would be lower, and you would just be a better version of yourself. I'm not saying you'd be Superman, but you would be a leveled up version of yourself if you were at 900 test. There's other factors that go into it as well. Test isn't the only thing. I'm not saying it's the only thing, but you would be a leveled up version. It's we're all here for self-improvement. And yes, you are improved when your testosterone goes up. You're more disciplined. And it's because of the dopamine in the brain. When you're tired, you need that dopamine fix. When you're low testosterone, you need that dopamine fix. If you're deficient in certain things, certain vitamins, minerals, whatever, again, you try to make up for these with dopamine fixes. It's like guys who are low testosterone are more likely to become porn addicts. They're more likely to get fat because of the sugar, and they crave it. And they're less likely to do the right things in the first place because the effort feels more and more punishing to them because there's no dopamine payoff. Both now, because hard work feels awful when you're low test, whereas it feels quite good when you're high test. So there's no dopamine payoff now, and there's no dopamine payoff maybe for another 2 or 3 months, depending on the nature of the hard thing you're doing. If it's fat loss, it might be a few weeks. If it's muscle gain, it's definitely going to be a few months. If it's building a business, it might take longer than that. So, whereas when you're high T, you're not trying to make up for that dopamine deficit. You already have the dopamine in the brain. Your endurance becomes better. You can work at harder things and enjoy it. You can work harder for longer. And so you get more disciplined. And if this is high testosterone, if you've got high test and free test and your estrogen's in range and your SHBG is decent and there's no 5AR inhibitors in your diet, so your DHT is also at a respectable level. You know, and also thyroid as well. Yeah, at that point, you're going to be an extremely disciplined individual. So, yes, it matters. Testosterone and discipline are like foundational things that will make your life better, especially when you get to 800 to 1200, which is the range I tend to talk about. If you guys haven't got the Testosterone Toolkit yet, it would be a really good idea to get it. It's free, linked below. It shows you how to get to 800 to 1200 naturally. Again, you don't need TRT. Don't be impulsive. Have some discipline. Do it naturally. Linked below. Download it. It's free. Nothing to lose here. So, and I hope you enjoy it. And I'll see you in the next video.